This is a fourth degree polynomial that you've seen before. We talked about it a few videos back. I want to look at zeros of multiplicity with this one and see if we can get a rough sketch of what it's going to look like. This one actually factors into x minus 3 cubed times x plus 2. So we know that 3 is a zero of multiplicity odd, and we know that x equal negative 2 is also a zero of multiplicity odd. And in the previous example I said if the exponent on the zero is even, that's when you have the touch and go, that's when the graph will stay on one side of the x-axis like this, or if it's coming from below, it's going to do this. Okay, that's even. But this case here we have zeros of multiplicity that are both odd, and so it's going to cross over the x-axis at both of these points. So let me show you what this sketch is going to look like. It's an x to the fourth, and this is a positive, so it's going to be heading off in the positive direction on both sides because it's even. X equal 3 is one of the x-intercepts. Negative 2 is another one of the zeros or x-intercepts. And one last piece, if we let x be 0, all of these terms are 0, and we find that our y-intercept is negative 54. Oh, good grief. That's somewhere downstairs. Well, certainly not going to be able to draw that here. From the information we have, really all we can do with this sketch is it's going to be coming from this direction. It's going to go down here somewhere to negative 54. Then it's going to turn and come on back up and head off in this direction. Okay? Sometimes, even though you know the degree of the polynomial, you know the end behavior, you know the number of minimums and maximums that are possible. Here we know the zeros, we know the multiplicity. All of that information, this is really the best sketch that we have. Well, better would be if the board was longer, if my graph was smaller so that I could take it all the way down to negative 54. But that's really all that we have right now with this graph. If we wanted more detail, we would have to investigate a little deeper with some other techniques that we can talk about later.